life education outreach, I realized even more that I wanted to really focus on family and parent education, concentrating more on the primary level of prevention. I've always had a strong testimony of the importance of the family as being the most basic unit, most fundamental unit of society, and raising children in a more positive and authoritative approach. And I feel strongly that I need to expand on that through my continued education and continued research so that I can be an effective family life educator. I believe that many people feel the same way that I do, and strengthening families is more important now more than ever. When we have strong families, we have strong communities. When we have strong communities, we have strong nations. I do feel that it is necessary to have a strong educational base in order to be a credible educator. Understanding the various family theories and the most current research will offer validity to my teaching, which is so vital. And helping others to see how they can apply this research and these theories into their lives directly will illustrate to them the truth of what is being taught. I've always enjoyed public speaking, and I enjoy interacting with people. My desire to help and care for others is also another quality that I bring to family life education. I've had many opportunities to present publicly in the church and outside the church. I've also had many opportunities to lead and conduct meetings both in the church and out of the church. As a family life educator, I will probably take a more collaborative or facilitator approach to my teaching. I feel that there is so much value in learning and discovering together when we can all share our experience and ideas. And I feel that these two approaches actually are the right type of learning to support that. I'll be honest, most of the marketing strategies were not a huge surprise to me. It's obvious that we do need to know our target audience and be aware of their needs. We need to talk to them, be within the community, find out what they really need so that we can base our program around that. That's pretty obvious to me. Advertising was also something that wasn't very new to me. I have been able to have the opportunity to volunteer mainly in my children's schools as they were growing up, and some throughout the community, where we have put on programs and such where advertising was a necessity. I have seen how a lot of these approaches have worked, and I've also seen where they haven't worked for our various programs. For an example, my son last year was involved in his show choir. And every year we do a dinner theater. Well, we had done the standard advertising that we had always had done in years past. But we wanted to take it one step further and thought that we wanted to make a presence and into the whole student body. Now, besides posters and announcements, we decided to take 3 days and spend at both lunches, being there, being present to answer questions, to advertise, and also sell tickets. Well, being present worked out really well. We had many students come up and ask us what we were doing there, what the program was, and although they were very, very interested, the $12 cost per ticket was a turnoff. And in a total of 3 days, so probably a period of over 6 hours that we spent, we sold a total of 4 tickets. We came to the conclusion that, first of all, the student body, the cost was way too high for a normal high school student. And advertising in that realm was probably a big waste of our time. Now, One thing that stood out to me as I reviewed the marketing strategies was price. Besides the cost of the venue or partnering with other organizations that I have seen to be quite successful in order to keep the cost of the program affordable or virtually free for people, besides that, when I think of price, or when I further read of price, the thing that stood out to me the most was making sure that my presentation or program is a good investment of my audience's time. There's nothing worse than attending a meeting or a seminar that you spend 2 hours in and you walk away feeling like it was a complete and utter waste of time. There's nothing worse than that in my book. Time is such a precious commodity nowadays that we can't afford to waste each other's time. And I am very sensitive to that. And because of that, it became clear to me that my program or presentation needs to be of great worth and value to my target audience so that they will not walk away feeling like they had a complete waste of time. I need to make sure that they walk away with the tools and the things necessary that will give them the motivation to apply to their lives. I feel that my enthusiasm and my passion for building up and strengthening families will help motivate others to learn the tools that they will need to strengthen their own families. However, there has to be a desire for change before anything else. And if there isn't that desire, then what I will say really won't have any effect or really won't matter. So if I can help others see the positive outcomes that change can bring into their lives and into their families, I feel that they will have the motivation then necessary to want to change. I am really looking forward to becoming a family life educator and looking forward to putting together this presentation. I've already made some contacts. I have a venue in place, and that is not in our church. It's on a community level. I have been working with a supervisor in an organization that reaches out to the community, particularly young parents, whom I will be targeting. And I'm really excited to see how that goes and see what kind of response I get. Good luck, everyone.